Hey guys, it's Paradise, and does an epic adventure, a sci-fi theme, and Capcom sound like a good mix to you? Well, we were all excited when Capcom revealed a brand new game that was exactly that, until it went silent, that is, for a year and missed its projected release date. It left many of us thinking the game had been cancelled. Thankfully, it looks like it isn't cancelled, as it's actually on track to release soon, as Capcom have revealed Pragmata with a brand new gameplay trailer and showcasing some actual gameplay. So in today's video, we're going to break it down and cover all the new information as we know a bit more about what to expect from this mysterious game now. This one is an interesting project, so tell us below if it's something you're thinking about playing. If you're seeing Pragmata for the first time or have completely forgotten that it existed, which we won't blame you, it looked like Capcom did too, then this is a single player adventure set on the moon. You'll take on the role of Hugh and Diana as they attempt to find their way back to Earth after a hostile AI takes control of the station they're stranded on. It's nice to see Capcom returning to a sci-fi setting, as many of their games lean more towards fantasy. We're huge fans of sci-fi, and hopefully if Pragmata does well, Capcom might explore more sci-fi projects again, much like they did in their past games with things like Lost Planet and Dino Crisis 3. The journey to actually playing Pragmata has been a long one, as it was first revealed in 2020 and was originally meant to release shortly afterwards in 2022. That release was then pushed to 2023, but 2023 came and went without the game actually launching. Capcom eventually released a statement saying that the game has been delayed indefinitely. However, we finally have a release window now that looks more solid, so the game is now scheduled to release in 2026 for PC and consoles. Hopefully, after all of that time in development, Capcom have cooked up something awesome for us and it actually hits that date. It now looks like they're properly gearing up for release, as previously there was little to no details about the game, but Capcom have now shared an official overview along with gameplay in the recent trailers. The game is actually looking more action focused than we expected, with some unique puzzle elements mixed in. For some reason, it kind of reminds us of Dead Space, just without the obvious gore. We weren't super sold on the initial idea aside from it being a sci-fi theme, but the more we see of it, the better it is looking. So let's see what Capcom actually has in store for us, and here's what they say about the game. Pragmata takes us into the near future, in the years since the discovery of lumen ore. Humanity has discovered lunar filament, a material capable of replacing almost anything. One day, without warning, Earth lost contact with the lunar research station dedicated to this lunar filament as all signals went dark. The journey follows Hugh Williams, who is dispatched to the moon as part of a team to investigate what happened. When a lunar quake suddenly strikes the facility, Hugh is separated from his team, injured and knocked unconscious. In this moment, he's rescued by an enigmatic Pragmata, a unique droid created using lunar filament, who has the appearance of a young girl. As the unlikely duo join forces to fend off the station's rampaging bots, Hugh nicknames his newfound companion Diana, and they embark on a mission to escape the lunar station and return to Earth. Well, the premise sounds pretty cool and kind of gives us Last of Us but in space sort of vibes, but of course with Capcom at the helm. The interesting twist in the gameplay is that we'll be able to control both characters at the same time, and in the trailers we got a look at this, showing both Diana and Hugh using abilities to aid you in combat. We also got information on exactly how the dual control between the two works in the actual gameplay. Capcom have released a short video detailing this system, and we can see that Diana rides on Hugh's back even during combat. From here, she seems able to assist Hugh by hacking into doors and even enemies. The main use of Diana's hacking abilities is to use against enemies, as Diana hacks rogue AI firewalls using a minigame. This minigame displays a damage number at the top, and you use the face buttons, triangle, square, circle, cross, to navigate the minigame with each blue node as you pass through, giving you additional damage and time on hacked enemies. You have to do this simultaneously while also shooting the enemies though, so this is a fundamental system of the game, as you won't be able to deal any proper damage to enemies without hacking them first. People have played it and said it's super fun and it does get your brain working. Supposedly, it gets really crazy when you have a number of different enemies in a room and you have to prioritize which ones to hack and target to take down. Not only that, but she can also attack directly. In one scene, we see her fire what looks like a charged shot that stuns an enemy, allowing Hugh to then follow up with damage. She also seems to help with crowd control, as in another part of the trailer, we see her holding back a turret. Diana isn't the only powerhouse though, as Hugh is capable of rapidly dodging and evading enemy attacks, traversing large gaps using thrusters, and using a variety of weapons to take down the enemies on board the space station. The overview details weren't the only details we got though, as Capcom also had some creators go hands-on with the game, and unfortunately we weren't included as this was in LA. But the creators that did get hands-on said the gameplay was actually a ton of fun. It also has a learning curve, but once you adopt it, the layered systems make it feel pretty intense. They also called out the music as being particularly good and adding a more dynamic feel to the moment-to-moment gameplay. We are super interested in trying this one out, and we don't know exactly what went wrong during development that led to such a long, indefinite delay, but it is good to see Capcom are back on track. It's also great to see them taking risks and creating a new IP, as some of their best games have come from these riskier ventures. That's pretty much all we know about the game at the moment, but we'll be back with more once new details drop, which may be soon. The website is now live, and we know they will have a playable demo in the future, so stay tuned. Here at Arix Gaming, we're two friends who love to play games. You have me, Paradise, as well as 26.
Our goal is to keep the videos as concise as possible by cutting out any of the fluff and focusing on what really matters with high quality videos.
So make sure you're subscribed down below for more videos on your favorite games coming very, very soon.